What up, YouTube? Man, it's your boy Nicholas Barber, man. I dropped my first self-debut EP, right? EP1, I called it. Experimental Period 1. So I figured I'll just do my own reaction towards my own album. Like anything else they haven't been doing on the routine or, you know what I mean, being programmed and shit. You gotta try my music, man. Music for the woke. I guess that's. So, like, if y'all can't see the picture I painted with this music, you probably won't be able to relate to it. I mean, it's pretty cut and clear right from the title, Change of Hearts. You know what I mean? Like, we all have that good guy, bad guy, or good girl, bad girl, whatever, or both. You know, type of persona in you know, every single one of us. And it's obviously like this redemption, sin, you know, heaven or hell. Whose side you choose? Whose side you want to be on, man? I obviously want to be on the winning team. Heaven. What? So like, I grew up listening to Lamb of God, and you just listen to this song and it shows, honestly. Y'all know who Lamb of God is, man? Like, from the beginning to the end, right? When they used to be Burn the Priest, right? And then they got, you know, they converted to Lamb of God. And what? Like, this song is like such a huge, like, homage obviously to God himself, but that band as well. Like, they both influenced the musician I am, and you'll hear it through all my music as far as when I try to play metal or rock. Like, listen to that fucking. What? Yo, it's just like, you ever got to that point, maybe as an instrumentalist, as a musician, where you're just tired of hearing the same shit on the radio? You just don't get, you're not like, you can't relate. Like, that's my biggest thing is like, I gotta be able to relate to whatever I'm listening to. You know what I mean? Like, and like, that was it. And I say grew up, I want to say like, from 9th grade on, you know, when you finally like, at least I could say I finally like claimed or found my identity, like who I really am, what makes me happy, and like what I'm going to live for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? From that point on, music. So fucking Change of Heart, bro. That song. You know, I ain't claiming that my shit is perfect or anything like that. Like, it's not. You know what I mean? I'm still learning. I never went to school for any of this shit. I don't really have anybody helping me. You know what I mean? If they did, it was like I'm using this previous knowledge and new knowledge that I'm learning as well day by day. So I'm happy with what came out, and I'm not pressuring it to try to perfect this one thing, because I could just perfect as I continue to make more music. You know, every EP is just gonna get better and better as far as like quality, as far as, you know, music theory and all this shit like that. You know what I mean? But that's just my personal opinion. You know, some people are, you know, stuck in the constraints of their mind. You know, oh, yo, this is how this should be, blah 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 blah. Like, why don't you just sit back and enjoy the music? Like, leave all the fucking criticism and judgmental shit behind. You know what I mean? Like, who gives a fuck how someone else did it? This is how I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Me wanna, at least in how I have it lined up over here on my laptop. So let's hear "Make Me Wanna" by Nicholas Barber, EP1. I don't know if y'all peeped that. Can't stop dreaming of you, girl. Does that sound familiar? Was it like Tory Lanez or some type of reggae dude? What was this guy thinking? But anyways, girl, you make me wanna. 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 Alright, hold on. So, just because you guys could probably already get the vibe if you haven't got it by now, like, yo, this guy has some Latin Caribbean style influence. Man, I'm Dominican, Haitian, and black. You know what I mean? And I listen to all three of those cultures or races, whatever you want to call it, of music. You know what I mean? And so, like, tell me not, did I not sound like Drake when he, like, started trying to sing Spanish and shit? Right? I don't know, I thought it was. I was just like, yo, I'm on some Drake shit right now. Like, you peep my fucking, my Spanglish. It works though. Like, no bullshit. Speaking of that, like, yo, can eventually enough people will hear it, maybe that right person will hear this song, because it's a fucking club hit, bro. It's a radio song. Like, that was clearly my intentions behind this. I was like, well, shit, what do they play on radio music? The same shit for the next 3 minutes. You know what I mean? But it's catchy, it's repetitive, and fuck it. So I was like, alright, this is gonna be my radio song. So, like, no bullshit. Like, from this point on, I would be like, let's put that into the ether. Like, yo, this nigga's music, I just called myself a dude. This brother's music is gonna get on the radio. Maybe not all his songs, but Make Me Wanna, you'll hear this shit on the radio. I tell you what, maybe in like 2045 or 2021 or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, yo, if you tell me that no one happens to just try to remix this shit, or at least like play it in their club or on the radio once, like, I think you're completely wrong. Like, you know how many songs are out there, not necessarily like this, but have that Caribbean club vibe. You know what I mean? That's what we're going for here. And I'll tell you what, if I ever go to the club, I would recommend this song. And there's no, like, I have no doubt in my mind that the females wouldn't love it. You know what I mean? Like, fuck the niggas. Like, we love females here, right? Like, that's how it's supposed to be. So yeah, yo, this song is be done. And everything like coincides with one another. It all makes sense. Like, there's songs out there, like, these niggas are just like singing over a beat that got nothing to do with what he's saying or anything. Like this is clearly like all one entity. Keep going, but it's meant to be a radio song. You know, that's all radio music is repetitive. They're saying the same shit, whatever. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna say the same shit, why not it be something positive, huh? Something uplifting, something that puts you in the mood, perhaps? I don't know. But I'd rather listen to positive stuff than negative stuff all the time on the radio. So Saved Me by Nicholas Barber. So this kind of obviously just paints a transitional period in my life where, you know, I cut off my wicked mohawk. Probably don't have pictures of. I used to have this mohawk when I was a kid, going through my whole punk rocker emo phase, and it wasn't really such a phase, but, you know, it was just me finding my own identity. And, you know, I feel like everybody at that point in time in their life, that's what everybody's doing. They're like trying on different outfits, and then until they make up their own, which ends up being like a little bit of everything or something completely one-sided or whatever the case is. But this definitely explains that transitional period in my life, that transformation, and giving my life to Christ. He saves Save me from the dark. So, right, and some punk who blinked. Sum 41, which is my second favorite punk rock band. Punk, obviously punk rock, or punk as myself, you know. And then Who Blinked. I just fucking, wanted to put Sum 41 and Blink 182 into their own song with my perspective of what it would be. Breakdown, man. Oof. Miss You by Blink 182, right? But the Nicholas Barber version of it. Alright, the Nicholas Barber version of Missy by Blink 182. Miss you. It was time I see you. That shit. But this is potentially another radio hit, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't mind having to pay for them to put my music on the radio. Even if it's just like one time. Because less than like 30 people. Thank you for every single one of y'all. You know what I mean? But I'm talking like, yo, this is just the beginning. We're going to look back at this video and be like, man, like, how did he know? You know what I mean? How did he know? But for real, yo. So, yo, the next song is You Know That Feeling. Nicholas Barber. Alright. Alright. This is real quick. It just came to me. So, You Know That Feeling. My first band ever that I was in was called Rebellious. Right? And that was me and one of my middle school buddies. He was like my best friend during that point in time in my life. And our first song together was called You and Me. So what you're hearing and You Know That Feeling, as far as the guitar, the original opening guitar in the intro, with, the alternate picking and the other guitar tapping and synchronicity to it is basically my part of my very first song I ever wrote in my very first band. That obviously, was like, and look how sick this was. I know you're feeling same shit, different day, crying towards the ceiling. Knees bled while I'm trying to swim my feelings. Dead skin is always feeling, man, keep kneeling. Can you understand how I'm feeling? Promise God I'm changing. Almost had like this Wiz Khalifa vibe. As far as lyrics go or whatever. It was alright, it made sense. It got the point across. Like, it don't always gotta be some this shit fits my music. And then I know, and the humming and all that stuff that you hear throughout the EP. Like, if you know Kid Cudi, his old songs, like, he was like the humming king or whatever, like, and that's kind of like, one of the imprints I'm leaving from his influence in my music. So yeah, that was Nicholas Barber, EP1, Liberated Mind Productions. Alright, tell me what y'all thought. Alright, I gave y'all insight of who I am, my reaction towards my own music. What do y'all think, yo?